welcome back to the SA Sports Show. Time to talk fighting, aggression. Time to talk a little bit of fighting. We had this lass in before, Beck. Lovely to see you, Beck Moss from Full Tilt Fight. Now, this is a really interesting one, Mark, because we had Beck in. She was going away to fight, got away, and there's no fight for her.
Oh.
There's no one game enough to have a crack.
Is that what happens? Well, I had a chat to Beck before the show. I don't blame them.
But no. Beck, welcome first of all.
Thank you
Lovely
very much.
to see
Thanks
you
for having me
again.
back
Hi,
on.
Beck.
Lovely to be back
You
on.
didn't get a fight. Now, that was because they couldn't match you, your division, your age and your experience. Now,
Age, weight and experience, that's
weight
right.
and experience,
Yeah.
It's always been my issue. Yeah. It has been. But why is it, did you not know that before you went? Or you...
Not until, so the registration sort of started earlier in the year and then went right up until sort of the end of like early September. So it was right up until a week before the bout started that you had time to register. Yeah. So I didn't know right up until then that no one had registered. That was in my...
So they won't match you against, say, a 20-year-old? Is that what it is?
Well, it was the Masters game, so it's 34 plus.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can't get matched against someone who is either more than 10 years younger or older than me. Now that I've turned 40, then the Masters rules are 10 years either side of you that you need to
Did that
get
disappoint
matched.
you?
A little bit, yeah. I was really hoping to get a chance to get a gold medal for the Australian Masters Games. And, you know, I had 3 boxers that my husband and I coached, and I really wanted to have the chance to be able to put my skills in the ring out there for them to see as well. So, unfortunately, didn't get matched up.
When you say coach, you cornered. You ended up in the corner for a few fighters.
That's right.
Picked up a couple of golds.
Yeah, we got 1 gold and we got a bronze and a silver medal as well. So yeah, it was
Do you ever get a chance to throw the towel in?
No, I haven't had to do that before, but I have seen actually.
Seen that on a few Rocky films.
I saw that my opponent's corner threw the towel in on one of my fights. It was my first technical knockout, the first time
Is
that I
that
had a
right?
fight that finished.
Yeah.
That must be just on that for a sec. That must be a real buzz to see that.
It is,
I mean, it's hey, you know, I give up sort of thing.
Yeah, or it was the coach really looking at his fighter and saying she doesn't need to take any more punishment.
Yeah.
She's not going to win this bout. It's not going to go well, and
It's
so
sensible.
we may as well do the right thing and let
it's
her
sensible, isn't
fight
it?
again. And she keeps fighting now, so she's still a good fighter.
There was an issue with Jeff Horn, wasn't there, over a towel?
There was.
That they thought
That
maybe
they
should
should
have been thrown in his last fight.
Yeah.
Which he was severely beaten, and he got beaten up pretty badly. And did you see that?
I didn't.
What was your reading on that? I mean, that might be a question from left field a bit, but
the hardest thing is seeing it from both sides. I could see it from the point of view of the fighter, who is probably never ever going to say, "Okay, I'm done. Let it go. I won't go back in," because we're trained to be like that. We're a little bit crazy. Fighting is a thing that we do every day, which is not normal at all.
So the trainer makes the call in this instance.
When it comes to throwing a towel in, then it's the corner that would
Yeah.
make a decision as to whether they wanted the bout to continue or whether they thought it would be the best for the safety of the boxer to not.
You can sort of imagine a lot of
what do you
argument.
think? I'd take the towel in with you.
Well, that's
Just in case I
true.
need it.
Or someone watching, you know, throw the towel in. But can you imagine if you didn't agree and you were quite an argumentative person?
Mate, I don't think
You
any
could- my
sporter
husband
would
and
agree.
You could spend a whole round disagreeing.
My husband coaches for me, so he could be in my corner, and we've always had discussions. What if it got to that stage where it's looking like? And I would be angry with him if he threw the towel.
Well, particularly if you've had arguments during the week, you know,
That's
a bit of
right.
residual sort of argument going on, or the towel could be thrown at him. I mean, directly at him. So at the end of a really physical fight for you, how do you feel, and how do you feel 2 or 3 days later?
Amateur boxing isn't too bad when it comes to recovery. Like the Masters tournament that happened early in October was 3 days, so there were some boxers that got up to 3 bouts. And Masters competing and recovering, weighing in each time and stuff like that takes its toll. So from a tournament point of view, that's where it can get harder. But single bouts, it's not too bad from an amateur boxing point of view. You can usually get back, recover, and be back in the ring ready to go within a couple of weeks.
Now, you're pretty keen to have a fight, aren't you?
I am,
You're very keen. I'll take you
I don't want to hang the gloves up yet. I'm not ready to retire.
But you're going all the way to the US.
I'm thinking about it, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can possibly get there. So there's actually USA Masters Games happening in Boston in April 2020.
So how does this all come about? You have to register to those?
I would have to register and then have a look at getting some sort of sponsorship support to get myself there.
But you would also have to make sure you got a fight.
That's right. I've got in contact with the matchmaker already. I have got in contact with the matchmaker already, and he does seem to think that he could have 1 or possibly even 3 girls that would be in my weight division with the sort of experience that I've had and in my age level. So.
And so you're continuing conversations with this matchmaker?
Yeah, I'm seeing whether that is a possibility of maybe that could be where I'd go for retirement and finish off with a chance to maybe get a gold medal and see if I can, represent Australia. And
so this is a costly exercise.
It is, that's right, exactly. It'd be around the $1,800 just for flights and then accommodation, so it's not something that is...
So you'd be looking for some backing here?
That's right, looking to see if anyone wants to get on board and give an old lady a go. I'm not ready to hang the gloves up yet. I'd really like to get a chance to get.
And you'd be there for how long? What would that be, about a week or so?
Yeah, probably would be about a week, especially with a little bit of training beforehand. The tournaments would be similar to the Australian Masters games that would go over a sort of 3 to 5 days and bouts after each other if you win.
You'd be so itching to have a blue after going to the Masters game. Not to get the fight.
Oh, you wouldn't want to be there with this lady if that happened. I reckon you could be the one that'd be dragged into the ring.
That's what I mean. So how's Full Tilt going?
Yeah, Full Tilt's going really well.
Everything good there?
Yeah,
tell
really well.
Tell us a bit about the Full Tilt. Where is it?
So we're in Salisbury South. We're boxing, Muay Thai and fitness gym. And we've got a lot of guys in our gym, and we do have a lot of females in our gym as well, but mostly guys. One of the things that we've found just recently is, and same as with the Australian Masters Games, is that from a male mental health point of view, boxing, kickboxing, doing fitness stuff is really something that guys need to get a little bit more into. I mean, not even just to get endorphins released, you get a little bit of control, a little bit of power. And like I've met a couple of male boxers that were in the Australian Masters Games that pulled themselves out of depression, got off the couch, got to the gym, found a purpose again, found a reason to stay fit.
All the great language. That's perfect.
Yeah. And we've got something going on in our gym at the end of October where we've got some comedy, so some comedy events. So we've got a comedy event that's happening at our gym where we've got a mate called the Beautiful Bogan. He's an Adelaide comedian, and he's doing 30 gigs in 30 days to try to raise some money for suicide prevention, for male depression, and just looking at ways that people can sort of, I think I read beat the black dog is what
That's wonderful.
So so we've actually got an event that's coming up on the 28th of October, and that will be at our gym, and that's a comedy event just again to try to let things go a little bit. Remember that life is life, and have a smile on your face. And
you know what?
That's a good point.
It is, and it's a great cause. My question to you is, why the link now? And I understand the link, but what I mean is, why are you guys linking mental health with boxing and, well, in that case, comedy?
As well.
Yeah. What is their background there, if you don't mind me asking?
No. My husband suffers a little bit from depression, and he's actually looking at putting together a group called the Decompression Session, where it would be just guys getting together and hitting a bag and talking about things that are getting them down. Like I know a lot of guys that have been in marriages that have broken up and things just don't go right for them, and they need a path that's going to take them
and a
positive way.
And
that's
a purpose, as you said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then sometimes just getting a chance to chat to other guys. Guys don't do it. It's a tough man thing.
Absolutely, Well, you've got the men's shed and stuff like that, which is devoted to mental health and a whole range of other things. But this is the first time I've heard mental health linked to boxing, and I think that's a really good thing.
I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
But we've had Beck before, and we're going to get you again.
That would be great.
But we would prefer it if you came back with a black eye. Or something.
I could do that,
You've had a bit of a blue.
Or a gold medal.
Or a gold medal.
We could have a bout, you and I. We could put some headgear on, mouth guard,
please.
15 ounce gloves.
What weight are you?
Please.
I box at 51 kilos.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's going to That's going to happen in another life, not in this life, Baz.
We wish you all the best, Beck.
No worries. Thank you very much.
If they want to get in touch with you about helping you to get to the States,
best way would be to get onto our Facebook page, Full Tilt Fight and Fitness, and we're located in Salisbury South.
You're a champion.
No worries.
And good luck, Beck. Hope it all goes really well for you. And thanks for joining us
Lovely
today.
to meet you guys.
Good on you,
Back with
Beck.
more in just a moment.